What's up, everyone? My name is Gothix, and welcome back to my channel. Well, it has been a while, my friends, and I haven't reacted to some degenerate TikTok videos in quite a bit, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do today in honor of Black History Month, because, I mean, how else are we gonna celebrate this useless holiday, huh?
Hi, fellow white people. Black History Month is tomorrow. Let's not do anything to ruin it this year. Okay, my fellow milk crickets? We're gonna be good this year. Yes, we are. And if we are, maybe you'll get a prize. But you have to be good. You can't ruin Black History Month this year. Okay? Thank you, my babies. Bye.
I don't know what's cringier. Her very condescending, okay, my babies, or the fact that she is saying this stuff about white people as she is white and sees nothing wrong with it. Like, it would be one thing if you're giving people some valid criticism, you know, because I think you can differentiate between behavior and some type of innate characteristic. I think you can differentiate from that. Like, I can criticize a lot of the behavior that Black women do without thinking that that is representative of all Black women. But the way that this individual is speaking, it's almost as though she actually believes white people are born with some type of sickness.
It's deadass Black History Month. Do you know what that means? All the whitey people, you're done for this month. I have my eyes on you. We walk.
Wait, what did you say? All the whitey white, what?
I have my eyes on you. If we walking on the sidewalk and you walk past me, you're racist. If I catch y'all buying cotton at Target, I'm giving y'all the meanest side eye ever. If there's a parking space and that person is Black and you're white, let the Black person have it. We can't be outside after dark. You know why. I don't even gotta explain myself. But yeah, guys.
Okay. So I think this is satire, but then again, I'm just not sure anymore. I can't tell the difference these days. Like, I just don't know who's being serious or not. But to the point of Black people can't be outside at night. Why? Because we can't see each other? Is it just because it's too dark? Or is it because some type of danger that lurks in the shadows that only Black people are susceptible to? I'm not sure. I wish there was more clarification with this particular video.
Why do some people look so cute when they run? I mean, I've got my...
Move, bitch! Get out of my fucking way! It's Black History Month!
Hello, I'm Admiral Rachel Levine. This Black History Month, I'm pleased to partner with OMH in advancing better health through better understanding for Black communities. Climate change is having a disproportionate effect on the physical and mental health of Black communities. Black Americans are more likely than white Americans to live in areas and housing that increase their susceptibility to climate-related health issues.
I could say so many things about this particular clip, but I'll say this. I question how legitimate this information is and how much I can trust this information if I cannot trust the person who is delivering the information. This person doesn't even know what a woman is, and I should be trusting him to know what Black people are afraid of. And apparently it's climate change related health. Say what?
Hey, white men. Due to systemic and structural racism that Black women have had to endure, they only make 64 cents to every dollar that you make. So, as a fitting start to Black History Month, I want to take what you will make today, multiply it by 64%, and then take that difference and give it to some Black women today. This shows that you are honoring them, that you are appreciating them, and that you are dedicated to equity. And Black women, you know what to do. Hey,
what? What should I do? I don't get it.
Happy Black History Month. Start using white guilt to your advantage, bro. I'm walking around like it's Juneteenth, bro. Nobody can tell me nothing. Police be trying to stop me. Excuse me. He's been through enough. I remember one February, I was in the Black History Museum back in D.C., and every time I saw a good-looking white woman, I would just stand next to the slavery displays and look extra sad. I was like, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, oh my God. And white women, they be like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'll just be like, I just really need a shoulder to cry on and your number. Because look, I'm gonna level with y'all. I do believe black people deserve to be compensated for slavery. But while we waiting, I'm getting it back in white women, all right? Think critically, y'all.
All right, I'm going to stop right there because you cannot say that people should think critically while saying the dumbest things. Like, it not computing. But to his point of, since it's Black History Month, we should use white guilt to our advantage, our being black people. We should use it to our advantage. It's hilarious to me because he's acting as though people don't already do this throughout the year. Like, let's be honest. You have a bunch of people fake crying as he fake cried in the Black History Museum to get some white woman's number. I don't actually believe that story specifically, but the fake crying, yeah, all the time. I'm fake crying because my ancestors were enslaved. I was never enslaved, but my ancestors who I never met were enslaved. I'm fake crying because of George Floyd. I'd never met George Floyd. I had nothing to do with him, but I'm going to fake cry and march in the street and use white guilt to our advantage to raise money for a Marxist communist organization. Lots of fake crying. I'm fake crying because I am pretend oppressed in America as I sit here and I type on my $2,000 MacBook. Yes, I am oppressed. Give me money. So to his point that he believes black people should be compensated for slavery, I'm just wondering, when am I going to get my compensation? You know, I never experienced slavery, but if we're going by this logic, again, we're thinking critically, then when can I expect some reparations from this black man? Because your people enslaved my people. I take Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, link in bio. Okay? Chop chop.
All the porcelain people. Black History Month is happening, but that does not give you the right to, number one, dress up like one of your favorite black actors, actresses, activists. Don't do it. Okay, number two, there's no touching of the hair. There's no styling your hair in celebration of blackness. No. This is a celebration of us, our people, our culture, and not yours, okay?
I'm assuming she's talking about braids or dreads or locks or something like that. So I wonder if in the reverse, if black women have to refrain from getting the weaves and all of the blowouts, you know, the straight hair. Should they refrain from doing that? I'm just curious, like, how does this work?
Black History Month is upon us. And you know what that means. We're going to run it back. You've been following me for a couple years. You know exactly what we're about to do. So to all of the black content creators that follow me, drop your payables in the comment section. To the white folks that follow me, you are numerous. What you can do during this month is not make yourself the center of attention. This is a month of reflection. This should be a daily thing for you all, year round, but especially this month. This should be a month of reflection, taking time to sit back and unpack your complicity within a system of white supremacy.
Yo, shut up. What this guy is essentially promoting is the affirmative action of content creation. As a fellow content creator, this sounds like support me, give me money, watch my content for no other reason aside from the fact that I'm black. Who cares if I'm actually good at what I do or if I entertain my audience? And no. It's I am black, so support me, you white peasants. By the way, if you guys didn't know, my documentary is out right now and it's streaming on lore.tv, and it's about my story as a content creator getting canceled by other black content creators. So if this resonates with you, if what I'm saying resonates with you, go check out the documentary, lore.tv. Use code Gothix to get a 7-day free trial.
Easiest way that you can unpack your complicity within a system of white supremacy, but also continuing that walk of anti-racism. Number two, easiest way that you can help out or support the black content creators that you glean off of, that you enjoy the content from every single day. Go to those payables and shoot them something. Reparations directly to your favorite black creators.
Again, I suck as a content creator, so therefore you should support me because I'm black. Duh.
Easiest way to do it. So like I said, black content creators, go ahead and drop your payables down in the comment section. And it's as simple as that. About to get blackety black this month.
See, okay, it made sense to me. It just clicked for me. He basically wants free money, free attention, free publicity, free. And I see that he has a hammer and sickle in his username. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. Oh, man. Yeah, go watch my documentary.
Target. Last year, you had the Black History display right in the front of the store, right when you walked in. But this year, I had to search for her a bit. And don't get me wrong, you've got some real cute stuff this year. I absolutely love this dress. But we only get 29 days to celebrate Black History Month. And you put us back up front, please.
I mean, if you want to talk about historical accuracy, doesn't it make sense for the display stand for Black History Month to be in the back of the store? I'm just saying.
Black History Month is upon us. You already know we right here with it. We right here with it. And we gonna be right here with it. All February long. Okay, you already know what it is. Now, with that being said, I just have one question I'd like to ask any non-black people who might be watching this video. For the next 28 days, could y'all do me a favor and just shut the fuck up? Just for the next 28 days. I feel like I'm not asking for that much. You know, unless you're uplifting black voices and telling black stories and sharing black history, could y'all just be quiet? You know, maybe just let us have our moment.
If you want to amplify black voices, per this man's rant here, bring up Thomas Sowell. Bring up Walter E. Williams. Bring up Booker T. Washington. Bring up black voices that don't preach the victimization narrative and see their heads explode. Watch them. And it's crazy because you can tell that these people have never read a Thomas Sowell book. You can just tell. But this is what they need to read. So yeah, white people, if you feel like celebrating Black History Month, I don't recommend it, but if you feel like it, if you feel inclined to amplify black voices that actually matter, not the black voices who are feeding into this narrative of woe is me, I am black, I can never make anything of myself until white supremacy is eradicated. It's never going to be eradicated because everything is white supremacy. Math is white supremacy. Ketchup bottles and Aunt Jemima is white supremacy. It's exhausting. And this guy thinks he's saying something profound. Like, yeah, I just did a thing. Yeah. With my bonnet and everything. I don't want to hear anything about black folks being stereotyped when you make videos like this.
It's already bad enough that we get the shortest month of the year.
Oh,
anyway.
boo. Here's something that I've observed about people that really love talking about Black History Month, and is that a lot of people tend to use this as like an opportunity to feel seen. They believe that their value as a human being can only be validated during 1 month. They'll tell you otherwise. Oh, I don't need no validation. Clearly you do.
Happy Black History Month. Here in my hand, I have a list of things that you were never cool enough to pull off, but we let you. But now we're taking it back in 2022. Here we go. Paramore is a certified hood classic. If you didn't know that, you're the reason that also being taken away from you is Sugar, We're Going Down Swinging, Mr. Brightside, All the Small Things, Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Honestly, that song transcends the races, but it's about bringing people together, and white people don't have a history of that. So that's ours now.
What? I think you have to have severe cognitive dissonance to say a statement like that. This has to be satire. Either that or you're stupid. Like, I just don't understand how you can look at predominantly black communities and make that statement. Black people don't have a problem of bringing people together. Oh yeah? So the Crips and the Bloods, they're good, they're dandy, they're having picnics together. Gang violence is gone, eradicated. Yeah.
Did you know that it's Black History Month? You did know that. Have you learned anything yet? No? Oh, Jimmy. Does anybody have a Black History fact or statistic that would... Oh, let's hear this white guilt. What was it? What do you got?
African American invented the super soaker, Lonnie Johnson.
What's that? He invented the super soaker? No way. What's his name? Lonnie what? What is it? Lonnie Johnson. Bro. That sounds like every cornerback. I used to love the super soaker, man. Okay, that's a good one. What's another one?
He also invented the Nerf gun.
The same guy invented the Nerf gun? I mean, if they're gonna keep shooting each other, might as well be safe.
Is he wrong?
Fuck y'all, dude. That's a good joke, man.
You know what's crazy? Is first of all, I've already seen this stand-up bit. It was the first clip I've seen of Matt Rife. I thought it was hilarious. And I understand that not every joke is funny to everyone, and I can actually respect that. That's cool. But what annoys me is this notion that jokes cannot be made at the expense of certain groups of people. Because if you make these jokes about these certain groups of people, it is perpetuating harmful stereotypes against that particular community. Imagine what comedy would look like if we actually listened to that. If we were to say, you can't make jokes about black people, you can't make jokes about Latinos, you can't make jokes about Asians, you can't make jokes about the LGBTQIA, you can't make jokes about disabled people, you can't make jokes about white people. I'm just kidding. You could always make jokes about white people. But imagine if we actually took that literally. What would comedy look like? I'll tell you. It would be boring. It would be so dry, cringy, boring. Comedy that needs to be filtered through political correctness isn't comedy. It's propaganda. You have the choice to be offended. And if you want to be offended, that's fine. Be offended. But I choose not to be offended. You know why? Because I figured out that life is a lot harder than words.
For those of you who don't know, it's Black History Month, which means it's Black people's birthday. If you are not Black, you are obligated to find at least one Black person and send them $1,000. It's part of the law.
Yo, this is why the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. Some people treat money like a god, and some people think that if they don't have money, their life has no value, or they don't feel appreciated, or they don't feel loved, and they treat money as sort of like this thing that's going to fix all of their problems, and which is why you see a lot of people who have never experienced the oppression that they're claiming to have experienced. They're essentially saying, give me a paycheck for something that my ancestors had to deal with, because that's somehow going to fix the pain that my ancestors dealt with. It's wild to me. So if I gave you money, if I gave you $1,000, would you shut up about racism? I have a feeling they wouldn't, because then they wouldn't have any more money. Oh, look at this. Happy Black History Month. Look at that. I wonder what happened. Oh, the crack in the hood happened? That's what we're gonna say? Okay.
Thank you. I also wanted to let you know that the 3 people that kept following me thinking I was stealing, and I heard everybody on speaker saying the girl in the gray hood, I find that really offensive. So I just want everybody to know that I paid for this, and everybody in this Target can go to hell. Happy Black History Month.
Okay, but what's the point of that? Like, I've been followed around in the store when I was younger. I'll admit that. You know why? Because I was stealing. I'll admit it. I was a little bit of a klepto when I was younger. And this was back when I was doing a lot of bad things. But okay, let's go for the sake of the argument that you weren't stealing and people were following you around. Okay, you paid for your stuff. And if you didn't steal, you have nothing to worry about. Why bother making the video? Why bother screaming in the middle of Target? What's that gonna do? It makes you feel better, but then what? You're trading one stereotype of black folks, the fact that black people steal, you're trading that, and you're embracing another, angry black woman. Some people, they just want to make a point, and some battles aren't worth it. It's just not worth it.
Have you ever wondered why Black History Month was in February? Have you ever thought to yourself, America was just being petty and gave us the shortest month of the year? Well, here's the truth. Black History Month was originally Black History Week. It was started by Dr. Carter G. Woodson. Dr. Carter G. Woodson started Black History Week because black youth were not being taught their true history in elementary and secondary school. Originally only celebrated during the second week of February, Dr. Woodson chose that month because Frederick Douglass, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington celebrated their birthdays during February, and at the time, the most important events concerning the black race occurred during that month. And with the support of President Gerald Ford, Black History Week officially became Black History Month in 1976. Black Lives Matter, y'all.
Oh, God. So I actually don't know the origins of Black History Month, and honestly, I don't care. But let's say for the sake of the argument that everything that this woman just said is accurate, and that Black History Month started as a week because Black folks weren't being taught Black history. The irony is they're still not learning anything. Black History Month isn't about learning about Black history. It's about this performance, this spectacle. Give us money, give us attention just because we're Black. And if you do learn about something, it's usually about slavery, Jim Crow, segregation. It's about all these things that constantly feed into the Black victimhood narrative, the narrative that keeps people infatuated with racial identity. And to be perfectly honest with you, if you actually knew your history, you would know that that is something that's historically been used to keep Black people in bondage, to keep Black folks marching to the ballot box every year to vote for who they perceive to be their political savior. If you really want to learn about Black history, start by learning about Manning Johnson. I always recommend his book, Color, Communism, and Common Sense. It's a very short read. It's like 80 pages long, and he writes about exactly what I'm describing now. All of the people that we watched in this video are the people who are being misled, the people who are being primed to look at everything through a racial lens, which can then be used by people in positions of power. And it's crazy that people fall for it year in and year out, and they're never gonna snap out of it until they realize where their true identity is rooted. And the truth is, we are all made in the image of God. Obviously, we all have different characteristics about us, but our skin color doesn't define us. That's not our identity. Our identity is who God says we are, not what social justice says we are. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Honestly, I didn't expect you to take much from this, aside from just having a laugh and watching some stupid TikTok videos, because you have to laugh at the insanity. You really have to. Otherwise, it will drive you insane. And so if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you will give it a like and hit that subscribe button, and also share it with someone that you think would enjoy watching it. And if you have something that you would like me to react to or comment on, let me know in the comment section down below. My name is Gothix, and I'll see you next time. Bye.